Coming to do a Crystal classic. Put your hands together for Nigel Temple's God.
Oh yeah. Never hang your hat. Mistress Jacob jealous. If you hear she fret, just because she neighbor Mrs. Morgan by a television set. Mistress Jacob husband, I know, is a foreman scavenger. But Mrs. Morgan husband managing the Bank of Nova Scotia. Mr. Jacob's salary small, but the wife wants a TV too. Every day she harassing Jacob to live like the Morgans do. The scripture tell you you must never, never force your hands trying to live like the Morgans. For the plain and simple reason, life should be no competition. Don't try to act like a big shot, but be content with what you got. St. Peter preach, never hang your hat where your hand can reach. Oh yeah. All right. It is quite disgusting, and it's also true, how some people try to do the things that they see their neighbors do. But financially, they may not be well equipped. Yet if their neighbor buys a fishing boat, they want to buy a battleship. In the end it's vanity, only leads to misery, and also the devil to pay. They wouldn't do what the good book say. The good book tell you you must never, never force yourself placing your hat on the top shelf, because the time shall come around when you will want to take it down. Always remember creation plan. The top shelf is always for the top man. St. Peter said, when you're short hang your hat down. Alright, this one coming up is for the ladies. Mary Lou and Mabel supposed to be friends, but Mabel so jealous of money Mary Lou could afford to spend. Mary Lou does burgle, and she is nobody's fool. But for Mabel have two fatherless children to mind and sent to school. So to live like Mary Lou, Mabel went and she burgled too. She ended up in jail. Now is Mary Lou's self had to stand. She bailed. It is righteously outrageous to be jealous and covetous. It was preached again time and time. Poverty is not a crime. Stupid Mabel went and forget to remember that, and now she regret committing a breach, hanging she had where she had carried. Alright. So to really live nice, though in poverty, take the good book advice and don't have no jealousy. The grass by your neighbor to you might be looking green, but at the same time your neighbor saying that your grass have a green and shine a sheen. But for no unjust cause, like jealousy, go and cut down yours, because if you do, your neighbor go be now better off than you. Your own is always your own. Don't try to live like the Jones, for the plain and simple reason, life should be no competition. Don't try to act like a big shot, but be content with what you got. St. Peter preach, Never hang your hat where your hat can reach. Thank you. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-da. I see this album, man, like you know the words for it. All right.
Another one by Fearless. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Wayne Dobson, Doppy.
Long before I come a big man, it was always my ambition to be a Calypsonian. But since I jump in the ring, every night I'm dreaming that I is a Calypso king. I does always try my best to keep up with all the rest who get select for the final test. But since I can't come or go, people feel that I don't know the 5 rule of Calypso. Number 1, the topic that you're singing on. Number 2, you have to keep your lyrics strong. Number 3, well of course is your rendition, but that don't mean that you're a Calypsonian. Well, for whom this topic may concern, they have still 2 important rules to learn. Number 4, your key of orchestration, and number 5, stage presentation. You know what is that, Tommy? You know what is stage presentation? You have to presentate yourself properly. Right? You don't need no indication, a famous politician to be a Calypsonian. But if you love the art from the bottom of your heart, learn the 5 rules before you start. Well, of course you may be shy for the first or second time, but try your best and make up your mind. And if you keep a steady head using the 5 rules that I said, without a weapon you go kill them dead. Number 1, the topic that you're singing on. Number 2, you have to keep your lyrics strong. Number 3, of course, is your rendition, but that don't mean that you're a Calypsonian. Well, for whom this topic may concern, there are still 2 important rules to learn. Number 4, your key of orchestration, and number 5, stage presentation. Gotta look nice, gotta wear a pretty shirt and things like that. Right? In 63, the mighty Sparrow, the man we all know, he's now the doctor of Calypso. In 64, the mighty Bomber, the most worthy contender, was crowned the king of that year. 65, the mighty Sniper, who sent the public mad with the portrait of Trinidad. In 66, the Terror, using the 5 rules very clever to say why he come back down here. Number 1, the topic that they're singing on. Number 2, they always keep their lyrics strong. Number 3, well of course they have rendition, because them men are true Calypsonian. Well, to them the topic is of no concern, because they ain't have nothing else to learn. Number 4, they know the key of orchestration, and they have stage presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Philip Murray, Black Sea.
Push it. Bereaux, here's me. It was a bacchanal, 50 carnival. Fight for soul with invaders and Tokyo. My friend run and lose the hat when you get lash with a baseball bat. Never be again. If you see planners in husband and wife, well, they have to run for their life. An Indian man hold his head, said, Lord boy, today I'm dead, never me again. Jump in a steel man in front of Pace was really hot. If you see man get caught, Lord Blakey went and hide by an old lady, right under the lady bed. A bottle find me and bust my head, never me again to jump in a steel man in front of The poor man had a wedding, big orchestra playing, about 100 motor car, and it cost $1,000. Sing for me, rich man, poor man. Who says I'm a poor man? I have plenty too, and I spend it cash for so. Rich man wearing dungarees, poor man wearing trouseries, like they make a switch. I can't tell you which is which. Rich man playing poor, very, very poor. Drink a pull rum, and he balling for murder. Poor man playing rich, fabulously rich. Drink whiskey and gin, and he driving motor. It is still relevant. Hear this one. The rich man has one woman, one contented woman. They live in economy and they practice harmony. The poor man looks for trouble. Jean and Joan and Mabel always looking wrong for what he already found. I tell you, rich man, poor man. Who says I'm a poor man? My salary high, and that you can't deny. Rich man life one wedding ring, poor man love all kind of bling. Go teaching me out, and the family all out. Rich man playing poor, wanting so much more. And he balling for murder. Poor man playing rich, fabulously rich. Drink whiskey and gin, and he driving motor car. Play me song. Lie, lie, lie. Rich man, poor man. Who says I'm a poor man? You'll never get rich if you don't know how to live poor. Dancing with the ladies, yeah, spraying like a millionaire. You better beware, you could end up a pauper. Rich man playing poor, very, very poor. Drink a camel rum, and he balling for murder. Poor man playing rich, fabulously rich. Drink whiskey and gin, and he driving motor car. Play the music. Lie, lie, lie. Thank you very much.
The next performer that will come on is indeed a very prominent performer. He won the Independence Calypso competition, the last Independence Calypso competition, and right after that he won back-to-back the Calypso Monarch title. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Roderick Gordon Chucky.
What is Calypso?
Feel free to sing with me. Yeah? It goes like this. What is Calypso? I'm sure you don't really know. I don't think you know what is really Calypso. Because the words that we rhyme and sing is only half of it. I can show you that Calypso is more than a work of art. It is a feeling which comes from me within. Sometimes a tale of joy or one of suffering. It's an editorial in song of the life that we undergo. That and only that I know. Come on! Calvin Pope, the Duke, ladies and gentlemen. The year was 1968. Look at I know that I'm in a better position to say I can suggest to you. So you must admit there is nothing quite like it. From West Africa they brought our forefathers who had to toil as slaves on the fields all day. And while they did, they chanting their own way about how Master treat them bad. And so Calypso began here in Trinidad. So it has a rhythm unto itself alone. It has a native beat to our very own. It's a way of life, a way of love. From centuries ago, our folk art I know. Somebody say yeah, yeah! When I say Kaiso, you say Kaiso. Kaiso? Kaiso? Where Kaiso? What's Kaiso? Yeah? And I know you was a certain man of sartorial elegance. Of Calypsonians, there are different opinions. Some people say they sing too smutty, but if Calypso is smut, well, I'll answer this. What was Shakespeare's Venus and Adonis? Yet no one made a fuss, so I try to point your finger at us. Because we sing you things that you self does say. And what I mean is we bring you events of the day. Anybody business, we come right here and we let you know. Moving along as it's song, let me hear you. Come on! Lord, vintage Calypso ensemble, ladies and gentlemen. That is Kaiso. Take one look for this one. Get it now. Names like Attila, Sparrow, Duke and Kitchener. They fought a long way to bring it where it is today. But still that word, Calypso, is in dispute by men who know its history beyond repute. Some say it's French, Spanish and African, but I know it is from Trinbago land. So you take a child born here a few years ago. The first thing you'd hear it sing is a Calypso. That's why we are proud and glad of what nations wish they had. Calypso, Calypso, Calypso is the culture. Come on! Good eye. It's an editorial song of the life that we undergo. That's an only that I know. Still
I remember I was singing with Sparrow at the time, at Rice Road Young Brigade. And I started the season singing What is Calypso. Went to do a road show in Caroni, Cuba rather. And I tried the song down there. I went over beautiful. And the deceased Cypher now was a very good friend of mine. Said, Duke, why don't you sing that song in the tent? And I sang it, and from that night I never looked back.
4 years straight he did it, 68 to 71. A feat unprecedented, unreplicated, could only be contemplated because nobody else was ever able to do that. Sparrow came close 3 times, I think twice back to back. Chalk Dust did it twice back to back. And fellas like me could only try and do back to back once, you know. Well, let's make some noise for the Pelvin Pope, the Duke! Yeah, man. May his music live on forever and ever. And one important thing he said, among many things, Calypso is a good humor and a good smut.
Well, Calypso, sometimes I get the chorus first. Sometimes I imagine the chorus first. And then after put verses, if you observe that in most of those Calypsos, every verse is a different chorus. You see? I change the chorus. So when it's not until I make the first chorus, then I arrive at the verse. The next verse. And then from the next verse, I draft that chorus. You see? And that's the way I construct a Calypso. But from my observation, I just sing the Calypso, compose that Calypso, like if it happened to me. But practically it didn't happen to me.
So I'm going to take you now to one of the prime innovators and presenters of the smut, Sylvester Anthony. Gave you songs like Stickman, The Whip, Iron Man, The Zandoli, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to sing with me. You listen like you take me for Mickey Mouse, the way you bring in a man in my house. I say you take me for Mickey Mouse, the way you bring in a man in my house. But look, I don't want to break your glass with joy, don't want to tangle with the law. You better have some respect for me and stop this nonsense entirely. Cause every day is a different man. You are warming up my furniture, you introducing them as your cousin, your brother-in-law, your compare. So before I reach in the crazy house or the Hangman Cemetery, look, I want you to write on your family name on a piece of paper. I feel this is your verse. Well, let me tell you something, Lily. You are too much a man family, and they always employed with the government. They either in the force or the regiment. You must be saying to yourself, you have me so, but is in jail I ain't want to go. Now that is all you could ever bet. Why are you puncture your blasted job on as yet? I want to know if it's only man family you could bring in here. How you never invite your tanty, your niece or your mama, and this cousin, this uncle, this compare business getting me. Basil the Gerald Forbes say, look, I want you to write on your family name on a beat. The year was 1975. Hey Zando, we love you, boy. Oh yeah, you're giving me cuckoo to eat, and the food never tasting sweet. Yeah man, Tanya cook up with saltfish tail, with no grease at all like if I jail. But them man where you say is your family, so when you reach out you're uneasy, like you're catching milk at the fussy blood, and you're killing the biggest cock in the yard. You're taking down the pot from the fire before time. First you can't wait, giving me the bottom of the phone to eat, and putting chicken leg inside the plate. Look, I'm getting tired and disgusted. I don't want to commit a felony. Kaiso, Kaiso! Right now! get a pen and piece of paper, and them man where you have in your diary, I set to write down the name on my one for me. See, look, I'm not against you giving me a coach, but like you want to ties and the foot, playing a game with these different men, fly a kite the longest rope of an end. It's the only woman I know. All your family is man, and you're always singing a song in the ears that you ain't how luck with woman. But your family is sleeping on the Siemens bed, and all you have to sleep in the gallery. So I want you to write all your family name and present it